These three chairs represent the characters of the passage I just read to you. Now, this chair number one. This chair represents Joshua. This chair represents Joshua, a man of God, a leader, a man after God's heart, chosen by God to succeed Moses, chosen by God to stand in the gap, chosen by God to conquer the land. That's chair number one. Chair number two represents the elders that survived Joshua. These were people who were there. They saw things. They heard things. They were keenly aware of what God had done, even if God not really done it through them. They were at least aware of what God was doing. And let chair number three represent that generation that grew up that did not know the Lord or the things he had done for Israel. That's chair number three. Chair number one represents commitment. Chair number one represents commitment. Joshua was committed. He told the people, he says, you guys need to make a choice, but me and my household, we will serve the Lord. This is a chair of absolute commitment. There was no second guessing in Joshua. There was no doubt in Joshua. There was no indecision in Joshua. It was commitment. Chair number two is a chair of compromise. It's a chair of compromise. You see, these people, these elders, this other generation, they were the ones that sometimes would follow and sometimes would go astray, and other times they were on fire for God, and then other times they were not so on fire. And they're the ones that Joshua had to confront and tell them, hey, listen, make a choice here. Are you going to serve God, or are you going to serve the gods of Egypt or the gods of the land where you live? But you need to make a choice. This is a chair of compromise. And this is a chair of condemnation. It's a chair of condemnation. Because those who do not know the Lord are condemned. For those who do not know the Lord will not spend an eternity with him. For if you don't know the Lord, how could he be your Lord? Those who sit in this chair that know not the Lord are sitting in a chair of condemnation. We know as Christians that you don't have to stay here. We know as Christians that Romans says that there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. But if you're not in Christ Jesus, if you're not a believer, if you're not someone who knows God or believes or trusts him for salvation, then you're in this chair, and this is a chair of condemnation.